Thank you for joining us. My name is Ben.
And my name's Griffin, and we represent a group of 8 students here at the University of Waterloo, Stratford School of Interaction Design and Business.
Guided by an annual student design competition hosted by the Royal Society of the Arts, we were tasked with addressing a problem in our local community, specifically the nature of work and how we can change the nature of work with respect to our local experiences, context, and knowledge.
After 4 months of work, we were able to present Barangay, an online platform for the Filipino community in the Greater Toronto Area to help connect, find work, and preserve culture. Filipinos are one of Canada's largest ethnic groups, accounting to approximately 15% of all new immigrants coming to Canada over the course of the 2010s.
Similarly, Canada is one of the most popular destinations for Filipino emigration, achieving third as the most popular place for the Filipino diaspora to settle. Like many migrant groups, Filipinos come to Canada to find work, stable employment, and establish a strong foundation for future families.
Despite having such a strong and consolidated community within the GTA, Filipinos often find it hard to locate work in their field and are often stuck in jobs not pertaining to their expertise.
Due to culture shock, language barriers, and starkly different work cultures, Filipinos who may have had a successful job back home may not have the agency to utilize their skills in Canada. Not only does this lead to massive brain waste, but it also perpetuates a cycle in which certain immigrants are essentially stuck in certain industries and in extreme situations stuck with exploitative employers.
To change the nature of work within this community in the GTA, we've developed Barangay.
Barangay is an online hub for the Filipino community to share information, find work, and advertise their skills to prospective employers. A homeopathic doctor from the Philippines may not be allowed to practice medicine in Canada, but Barangay ensures that their cultural knowledge and expertise will not go to waste.
Barangay's homepage is designed to be condensed and full of information. This is because when conducting research, we found this was the easiest way for Filipinos to digest information. As a Barangay user, you will have access to many features on our web platform, the first of which would be able to post a job opening. As an individual user, you would be able to post job openings such as housework, laboring, cleaning, cooking, etc. These postings would be open to the public and require no information to be submitted to the site to operate. As a business user, you will have to enter a company ID before proceeding. This number will be given to you once you have confirmed your company's status with our web platform. Businesses will then have the opportunity to link their own application site or decide to recruit applicants straight from our platform. After creating your job posting, you are welcome to head over to our job board. Whether it's an individual posting or a company's posting, all job opportunities will be laid out here and be able to be filtered based on whether you're looking for contractual work or full-time. Another one of Barangay's main features will be the news and events page. As a new immigrant, you'll find it hard to connect with your local community. The news and events page will ensure all new Filipino immigrants within the local community will be able to view specific events or news relating to the Filipino culture. The events can range from Filipino food trucks or maybe another culture's event that they just would like to open up to the community. As an individual user or company, you have the opportunity to create events and post them to this page. Barangay will also offer in-app payment solutions for the contractual work that is found using our platform. We also know that finding work in a new country without the proper application or resume experience is very tough. That's why we decided to integrate a resume builder on our platform. The resume builder will walk the user through how to build a resume that is up to most Canadian company standards. It will outline what type of information you will need and how to organize it. The resume builder will also offer tips along the way so that the user is able to understand and learn to hopefully foster some new job application skills in the future.
Barangay is meant to be a holistic approach to employment, accommodating the employer and the worker both to ensure that finding work is as accessible as possible for all. Growing up as a Filipino in Canada and being a part of the Filipino community, we know that Filipinos love socializing. Most new Filipinos in Canada tend to find jobs by making friends. But of course, if you're new in Canada and don't have many connections, it's pretty hard to get your foot in the door.
With Barangay, we want to keep this community aspect of finding work through word of mouth, while also making this community a little bit easier to find. We conducted primary research through surveying and interviewing to find what makes it difficult to find work with new immigrants. We also did this so that it can influence our design decisions later on.
We discovered that most Filipinos prefer long-term employment, valuing job security over pay, as many Filipinos work to send money back home to the Philippines. Additionally, most Filipinos come to Canada unaware about the difference in job markets. For example, a standard Filipino resume is several pages long and includes your height, eye color, religion, and even a headshot. Canadian resumes are short and should omit any personal details. That's why we included features such as a resume builder to help acclimatize Filipinos to the Canadian job landscape and foster digital literacy. Throughout our research, we also learned about exploitative employers. One individual in particular went 2 weeks unpaid as a restaurant server because their boss told them that servers don't get paid for training shifts. This is of course illegal, but as a new Canadian, they were unaware about Canadian labor laws and didn't realize the misconduct until much later. With Barangay, users will be educated about Canadian labor laws and will be able to report employers found on the website. Additionally, users can even choose to have payment for odd jobs be completed through Barangay to combat scenarios where laborers are unpaid for their work.
Barangay was developed on a need-first, profit-second foundation. This means that all the monetization methods that we have developed will not impede the user's ability to use the site's features. Currently, we are looking at 3 different monetization methods to help fund our website. First being service fees. Service fees are implemented on any transaction done on our website. Second is sponsored job postings. Sponsored job postings is when a company can pay us to push their job posting to the top of the user's profile. Last but not least is advertising. Advertising is when companies can pay us to take up space on our homepage.
Canada encourages immigrants of certain industries to come to Canada every year to fill in economic gaps. This process, known as express entry, promotes the immigration of certain workers to fill in jobs where we might be lacking in Canada. For example, 1 year, where Canada might need more workers in a specific industry, they will allow more migrants from that industry to come to work in Canada to alleviate the stress. Currently, Canadian immigration trends are pushing a specific type of worker, skilled trade workers, whether that be telecom riggers, oil riggers, and welders. These immigration trends are promoting workers specifically from the Philippines to help alleviate these industries. These immigration trends show that not only are Filipinos going to be coming to Canada a lot sooner than we think, but there are already 250,000 Filipinos in the Greater Toronto Area alone. Not only is this demographic already here, but they're going to be growing in the future, and we want to make sure that finding work is as accessible as possible for everyone.
Barangay was not designed to end job insecurity altogether. However, it was designed to give those individuals a toolkit to start their careers on their own.
In Philippines, barangay translates to a small town or community. Here, barangay is also meant to serve the same purpose, to lay down long-term foundational roots and act as a living, regenerative system to ensure that the Filipino community can grow and adapt alongside our system.
We'd like to thank you for watching this demonstration, and we hope to see you soon in our barangay.